What's up, Capstone family? Hey, this is Ed coming at you on June the 28th. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for pushing play. I appreciate it. I hope you're getting ready for a long weekend and hope it's not as hot as it is here in Phoenix, because here in Phoenix, it's been like miserably hot with the humidity. So owners, your ACs are probably working overtime. Keep that in mind. I do know from a couple of sources that AC units are going to be increasing in price next year based on some sort of new things that are coming out, or I don't know. I'm not as tuned into that market as I could be, but this might be the time to be getting some deals on some AC systems before it gets more expensive again next year. Hey, so let's jump in really quick to the numbers. What are we seeing this week? So we're in like the doldrums right now. There's a couple of things that are affecting us negatively in the market. Our showings, our listings for sale are still getting some traffic. However, the traffic is minimal at best, and buyers are exceptionally picky on what they're taking down right now. The demand for purchasing is lower than we've seen in like a decade. So that's very, very interesting. On the rental side, it's starting to pick up. We do have a lot of rentals on the market right now due to seasonality. That's just the way that it is. But at least we're seeing some movement there, which is great. I think that, and again, this video is going to be a lot more speculation than I'm generally coming at you with, because I try to use data to support arguments from here and there, but there's just a lot of things that we can't see that are still kind of under the surface right now. One bit of data that I will bring to you is of the 17 major cities here in the Phoenix area, 3 are on the positive, just a little bit of an uptick here over the last week. All of the rest are coming down when it comes. Demand is coming down, sales activity is coming down, and the Cromford Index in those areas are all coming down. The direction that sellers do not want to hear. So just a heads up. The only positives, randomly, because I think this is contradicting what we've seen here moving in the past, is Maricopa, Queen Creek, Avondale. If I was to guess, looking at all 3 of those areas, they are areas where there are more affordable homes. So I would expect that, again, people looking for affordable homes, that's maybe they're the ones that are doing most of this buying. Cool. Based on that, I mean, again, that's what we're seeing on that end. The other piece is we've got the interest rates, which now it sounds like we're starting to hear the rumblings again of September maybe being that time that the Fed is going to decide, either late July or September, that we're going to hear that they're going to be dropping rates a little bit, which will affect, over time, will affect the mortgage rates, which is great. That will reinstill and reinvigorate some of this real estate doldrums that we're seeing. Also, the other piece on it that we've talked about a little bit is this whole everything that's happening with NAR and where buyers' commissions are at stake right now. And as of August of this year, we are no longer going to have to be listing commissions in the MLS as to what we're paying a cooperating buyer broker. So soon in one of these videos, I'll explain to you my real position on that, because of how that doesn't jibe. There are so many different things that's going to affect, and one of those being buyer's agents specifically. If we have a house on the market for sale and we're not able to tell them what the commission is going to be, then that forces them to have a conversation with their buyer to demonstrate that they need to bring a certain amount of cash at the close to support and basically pay for their commission, or still get it from the seller. So there's a lot of weird stuff that's happening. There's not a lot of answers out there for realtors. So this is something right now where it's almost like the brakes have hit, and this summer it seems like there's not a lot of people doing a lot, which is really, really, really interesting. We were on a home tour this last week, and it was the slowest home tour I've been on in quite a while. However, it's still great feedback, all helpful for our client. But again, you can tell that things are just really, really slow out there. Cool. I hope this information is helpful. Probably not the most upbeat on the way to running into an amazing weekend, but I hope it was something that you could think about. And if you do have questions, you want to talk about options, you want to talk about what that might look like for you, please let me know. Definitely think about what options you do have if you're considering selling. Think about the timelines that you would need if you're going to be deferring maybe capital gains. If you are looking at long-term strategy for what does an exit look like. Let's talk through those things, because I definitely want to encourage you to talk to some other people as well, including your tax advisor, CPA, maybe even your wealth planner. Put that stuff together. Cool. Thanks so much.